I'm sure you guys have all got pitched at one point or another, people looking for work. What's the best pitch and the worst pitch, and how do you like to get pitched?
Again, the massage girl really is the key to the good pitch. Do you want to, let's go in order. Do you have that for me?
Sure. I don't do that many pitch meetings, but I mean, definitely one thing about pitches is the worst pitch is, you know, from the beginning it's just a bad idea, but then you have to sit there and you have to smile and look interested, and you know, whatever you think of what somebody's presenting to you, they probably think it's good, and they've spent a lot of time on it. So you know, you got to try to pay attention. I've never really been involved in a pitch meeting, which is something that we bought. So I've never really heard anything. I'm like, wow, that's fantastic. But that's not really my job. My job is really more reading scripts and seeing movies or seeing parts of films and that sort of stuff.
I don't really hear pitches, but in terms of people pitching themselves to get hired, I've had a lot of waiters pitch me ideas, like pitch me or hand me resumes, and I actually try to follow up. So no one's been really bad in terms of pitching for work, because I remember how hard that first job is, and I don't know, something always leads to something. So I kind of think there's nothing bad about being out there and saying, okay, I need work, here's what I'd like to do, and I'll call you. I had one meeting with somebody who kept saying to me that they had too much experience to be a writer's assistant, but they had never been in writing. They'd never been a writer. And I kept saying, I don't know, because writer's assistants, if you've never written for television, that's a great place to start. So that was the only bad thing that somebody once did.
Yeah, I don't really get true pitches in my position, but what I've been amused by is the number of, I'm sort of in a small niche of physicians who've done this, and
you, Dr. Kildare.
Yes.
Dr. Kildare, I'm 1,000 years older.
But because I do still practice medicine, I am kind of blown away by how many people, have that script stashed away or that idea for the new medical reality show, and because I'm in, will come and sort of pull me aside and mention it to me. So it's like everyone has their idea.
I've been on the other side. I've been the perpetrator of a million shitty pitches. Not a million, but if you are starting to pitch, let me give you a couple of red flags, like so you know when to bail on your pitch. I've been in rooms where I've started to pitch, and you just see the eyes glaze over, there's a great deal of fingernail examining, there's some water drinking, and then there's yeah, that's good. You know what happened to me? As soon as they start talking about what happened to them, you're done. You're done. If they can hook it, you want them to say, oh my God, that same thing happened to me. That's excellent. That's a good start to a pitch. Because as soon as you can get someone to identify personally with your idea and actually feel like, it's the same thing with an audience. As soon as an audience can say, oh my God, that's so true, you're off to the races. But the worst is when they just dismiss your idea and start talking about their stuff, and then there's that horrible feeling of, oh my God, someone will say, yep, we just heard something just like this, and you're like, oh, I guess you don't want to hear the rest of this 40 minutes that I have prepared for you. So it's awful.